Hi guys, welcome to another video.
This first clip is about the guy in lane two. Uh, why you sat there? There's no other traffic on the motorway, and you just sat there. Apologies for the voiceover, by the way, but my voice recording was switched off in the dash cam for some reason. Still sat in the middle lane. White van coming up lane one. Not quite sure whether to undertake or not. But he makes a point because he undertakes and then pulls into lane two. You know, you shouldn't really do it, but you shouldn't really be sat in lane two, not overtaking anything for miles on end. But white van does undertake and then pulls in front. This is about the pickup. There's nothing behind me. There's a massive gap between me and the wagon behind. He's actually turning left. Leaves it well the very last minute. Why do people do this? In such a rush, you can't possibly slow down and pull into the other lane earlier. Idiots. And this is in Bradford. A bit of typical Bradford driving for you in a second. Look, guy in the black Golf behind the van. We're doing the speed limit. And he just has to get in front, drive like a dickhead. There he goes. Look, stupid place to overtake. We're passing parked cars. I switch to the front camera now. There's a wagon coming up the other side, so he has to pull across. What an idiot. White van indicating left, sorry, yellow van indicating left. Just pulls out while indicating left. What's all that about? You had plenty of time to see me. You could have just waited a second. Right. Got enough road in your big back car? Why do people habitually drive on the wrong side of the road? And here comes another one, look. Can't manage to get round that corner. Oh no. Buy a car you can drive. I know it's a tight corner, but ridiculous. And now we have a blatant red light runner. So that's the first set of red lights. Goes through a second set at red as well. Can't possibly wait while I change again. My life's far too important. And now we got a couple of pull-outs. Why didn't you just wait 2 seconds while I'd gone past? Back on this roundabout in Bradford. Notorious for people just pull out in front of you. Taxis, the worst drivers on the road, I think. They just don't give a crap. And this must get past this cyclist even though there's oncoming traffic. Ridiculous. Didn't seem to give him much space either. And there's another one. Must get in front. Can't possibly wait behind the line of traffic. Just cut somebody up. Back in Bradford. Typical Bradford driving. Where do you think this little car's going? We're approaching a roundabout now. And I would put money on you're over there because you're going to turn right at the roundabout. But let's see what happens. So as you get to the roundabout, it's 2 lanes and then 1 lane coming off. Happens all the time on these roundabouts, on the Jiglington bypass. You get people going into the right-hand lane, approaching the roundabout. They're not turning right here. Why? Why are we even over there? It's just ridiculous. And then just drives in the middle of the road for some strange reason. This one's about the wagon on the left and the traffic lights. So watch for when my lights turn to green. There you go. My light's already changing. These must have been on red for sure. And this is a blatant red light. When I watch on the left, light coming through, my lights have already changed. And then he just potters across. Right. Screw you. This taxi driver needs to read his highway code, I think. So he's now stopped midway on a zebra crossing, not a zebra crossing, a pelican crossing, and a box junction. Just stopping the box junction. And it's not just momentarily, it's for some length of time. I'll just leave a clip running so you can see how long he's sat in this box junction. If he was in London, he'd be getting a ticket because they have cameras on box junctions in London. So you can see how long he was sat there. Now this guy in front needs to go to Specsavers. Where's the stop line? Is beyond even the cycle box here. What's all that about? And here's another box junction with somebody sat in the middle of it. This filter lane has a filter light, so you've no need to sit in the box. You can go if there's nothing coming. But at the end of the day, you're going to get a green filter light eventually. Just sit in the box junction. Another one that needs to go read his highway code. And then you have a cyclist just sauntering across. The rules don't apply to cyclists, do they? So here's more box junction mayhem. See how many cars queue in this box junction. There's two now sat in the box junction. Three, the red van sat in the box junction. Still sat in the box junction. And the other cars have already started coming. Does nobody know how to use a box junction? This is Batley. So Batley, they just do what they want in Batley, park where they want. So there's a car on the left. Just pull out in front of everybody. Right, this is about the white car in front. Who just drifts across, doesn't indicate. I'm indicating, pull across to the left, and he just starts coming across and then puts his indicator on. Should have thought of that sooner. Be more helpful to other drivers if they can tell where you're planning on going. So here from the rear. Yeah. Crossing several lanes, not just one. At least he put his indicator on eventually. And this is about the car behind me. So I've just gone through at amber. The Merc behind me, I was quite a way back at this point. Definitely went through at red. Could quite easily have stopped. I wasn't going fast. Got to get through that light. And here's another red light runner wagon. Not stopping. And this is the Merc in front. So he just drifts across into lane 2, no indication. So I'm pulling into lane 3 now. And he just drifts across into lane 3, no indication. We'll all just guess where you're going, shall we? Typical Merc driver. And white van man, just fling your door open, why don't you? Never mind anybody else. Right, which lane does this person want? They don't want to sit in that queue, do they? That's what it is, they don't want to sit in that queue. Pick a lane, any lane. Oh, I don't know which lane I want. Right, pedestrian just saunters across, looking at the phone, you know. And then this guy on the right just pulls out, boy racer, goes screaming off down road. This is a 20-mile-an-hour zone. And just, you see there's kids and stuff walking up and down. There's a school at bottom. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.